So one of the reasons why I love Amazon so much is they're always learning and innovating. And one new tool that has come out is actually being able to bid and increase bids and adjust bids based off your audience, which I think is huge because at the end of the day, we're not just launching products that are related to keywords. Yes, that is a major strategy when it comes to selling on Amazon, given that it's a search engine, but we're building brand. And with brands, there's an audience and a customer persona related to that. And now we get access to that data. So Eric, what's your opinion to being able to actually adjust bids related to an audience?
Yeah, I think that's powerful. Just like you had mentioned, we're talking to real people, and the brands and companies that are doing well on Amazon are the companies that are ultimately selling a product for somebody. Back in the day, you could launch anything that the numbers made sense, but nowadays it's building a brand and talking to a specific person. So when you're actually in the campaign setup, previously, you'd only be able to actually adjust your bid for placement. So top of search, product page, so on and so forth. With this new tool, you actually have the opportunity to actually bid for audience, which I think is super cool. And how Amazon has encompassed and is building this to work for us is it will actually track recent shopper activity and find people who are relevant to your brand by targeting brands that are like your brand, so on and so forth. So now we have the opportunity of actually trying to find people who are relevant to us to come to our product page. And therefore, it's going to likely increase the chance of actually getting the conversion. So super exciting. I think it's going to be a great tool to be able to test, to be able to run. And I see this being a big part of how Amazon Ads is going to be building out their strategies so that brand owners can really start talking to their customer and ultimately show them the valuable product that they've brought to the marketplace.
If there's one tip that I can give as this new thing comes, what we've learned is Amazon doesn't just implement things for the sake of implementing things. It's because they have so much data and they know that this is going to be something big that's coming down the pipeline. So when you're building out your brands, make sure you're doing your customer research and figuring out 1 to potentially 5 different customer personas that your product can potentially target. That's going to help a ton with correlating that data to the actual reports that you're going to get from these actual audience-based bid strategies.
You know, that's a really good point, actually, because at the end of the day, if we can figure out who our ideal personas are, and let's say there's 5 of them, and we can really hone in with using this new tool inside of the campaign manager, we can ultimately find out who our real audience is. And I'm a big tester, right? The more we test, the more data we get. The more data we get, the smarter decisions we can make. The more decisions that we can make, the better we can grow our brands.